Here's Dave in San Mateo, California. Hi, Dave. Glad you waited. You're next on the EIB network. Hi.
Rush, what a pleasure to talk to you. You know, the only thing I can thank Obama for is, because of his arrival on the scene, I started listening to you, and haven't had a problem with that at all. In fact, you're the only guy that does this that I can listen to day in and day out.
Yes, I appreciate it. That's a dual-edged sword, though. It's a dual-edged sword.
Yeah, well, I know. It's a burden you have to bear.
I mean, because if somebody said, would you rather have Dave listening or no Obama? I don't know.
No. Yeah, no choice. I'll tell you, you and Ann Coulter last night have been pretty kind about this Democrat woman base description, and I just want to share something that I've observed. It seems like there's a huge difference in appearance between the conservative women that I see on TV and the liberal women. So I'd like to add a word to that description, that goes along with unmarried, divorced, single. You can add ugly to that, too.
Really? Is that your observation?
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, look at Debbie Blabbermouth Schultz. Look at Hillary Clinton. There's a whole list of them.
Yeah. Well, I am reminded of my own undeniable truth of life, number 24, which was feminism was established so as to allow unattractive women easier access to the mainstream of society.
I knew you'd understand.
Yeah. No, it was that undeniable truth. I think there were a couple others that really established me undeniably as a great thinker, and contributor of great thoughts in our culture. It's not so much. Going back to what Coulter said. She says here the base of the Democrat Party is single, divorced, and let's see, single, divorced, separated women who are looking at the government with their husbands. What I've always said is that the Democrat Party, via the entitlement culture, set out to become the husband, particularly in minority communities. I firmly believe that the Democrat Party used the federal government and the welfare system to bust up. Once the government became the provider for families, there was no need for the father/husband to hang around. And the father/husband, in many cases, didn't. And that's why I've had African Americans tell me the government is responsible for the family bust up in the black community. And I think the Democrat Party has willingly, in fact, I think, it's a chicken or egg question. Which came first, the women who wanted the government to be their husbands or the government deciding to be? And I've always thought that one of the express purposes of the Democrat Party, modern era, and certainly the American left, was to bring about that. They want as much dependency as possible, however they can make it happen. And they've done it. Anyway, I appreciate the call, Dave. Thanks much. Folks, we're less than 90 days from the election. You can ask the people at FreedomWorks how far off the election is. They'll look at you as if it's tomorrow. It's that urgent. And it's also because time flies by. Time, guys, it goes so fast at this stage in the political process. Each day that goes by, you can't get it back. And there are a whole lot of races out there that are judged to be, there's nothing as important as presidential, but I mean, they're crucial. Getting rid of Harry Reid as the Senate leader is one of the primary efforts of FreedomWorks. They are really focused on that. In fact, getting conservative leadership throughout the U.S. Senate. That's what Ted Cruz is all about in Texas. And the same thing in the House. Now, those of you who are really involved in all this, you feel the same sense of urgency. We all do. But you may not know that there's this group out there working on your behalf, FreedomWorks. they've collected a lot of the best ideas to get people involved. They put it all together in a document called the Activist Toolkit. They want you to be involved. They want to get to know you, and they want to be able to tell you and advise you, suggest things to you that you can do to help at the grassroots level. Not a whole lot of glamour here, but there is day-to-day work that needs to be done that leads to the ultimate victory on which everybody wants to depend. And a team that brings that about is something everybody wants to be a part of. So go to freedomworks.com and download that activist toolkit. And if you're one of the people who tell me frequently, frustratingly so, that they wish they could do more than just call here or just vote, go to freedomworksforme.com and download that activist toolkit and see if it's something you'd be interested in. Because what they're offering at Freedom Works is a way to put your ideas into action via your own involvement. And it's available to you starting right now. There might be a sell, so to speak, going on in your neighborhood you don't even know about. You'll find out freedomworksforme.com, and the Activist Toolkit is what you want to download. Acton, Massachusetts, this is Teresa, and it's great to have you here. Hello.
Hi. I definitely think you're on to something with regard to Ann Coulter. I don't think you could have said it originally, but now that she said it, I think you see it even in the media. Like, for example, the father figure or strong male figures on TV shows, like even as far back as the Cosby Show, they make a lot of the fathers look like they're idiots, like they're dumb and, they're stupid. And I see it in the culture everywhere.
Did they make Cosby look like an idiot on his show?
Well, not an idiot, not so much him, but like he'd sneak chocolate cake to the kids, and I don't know. I thought at times they made him look like he wasn't. I don't know, like the Roseanne Barr show.
I know what you mean. Not the sensible one. The father's never the sensible one.
Yeah, it's not like the whole idea the father knows best, or they don't. That's
that's a great way to put it. That's a great. Can you imagine if some network announced they're going to revive Father Knows Best, and have a 20, let's say, premiering this fall on ABC, Father Knows Best. You know what would happen to Bob Iger at ABC? They would descend on him. His wife would divorce him. It would be the end of it. That's a great way, Teresa, to Father Knows Best. It would never, ever happen. We'll be back. Don't go away, folks. Sit tight.